Hello, Ragnar Bloodfang from Orc Reviews. Review all things fantasy. Now, I just got off work, and, well, I was able to take off my duty uniform and kind of just downgrade, wear some nice, comfortable clothes. And just wanted to check in, let you know, Rise of the Fellowship, it's being taken care of. And hopefully it should be out by Monday evening, so look forward to that. And if I don't make the deadline, then, well, there's really not much I can do. I just will or will not make the deadline. But I'll do my best to try to make it. Now, I just wanted to check in and talk about some of my day. I found out through one of my human friends that there's a thing called human resources that the humans tend to do in order to make sure that, it's a safe and calm and comfortable environment for people to work in. Turns out orcs have not been adhering to any kind of standards. Because apparently our culture, or at least our workplace, we talk down to one another. We sometimes will whip our subordinates if they're not moving fast enough. That's one of the main reasons why I really want to be promoted quicker in the armies of Mordor. It makes it much easier to be the guy in the back with the whip rather than the guy charging to his inevitable death. Because, frankly, anyone on the front line, it's a guaranteed death. If you somehow survive, you are you're an anomaly, and I think your own side would just kill you anyways, just to make sure that the status quo remains the same. Now, I've been very fortunate. I've been moving up in rank, and, well, currently, just kind of doing a bit of a border patrol, making sure no halflings cross or elves. And frankly, after reading the, quote-unquote, Lord of the Rings report as to the elves and dwarves and all that other nonsense, this whole Age of Man thing, it really needs to be over, because it's getting quite annoying. I like the fact that my home is nice. Yes, it's a little ashy. There's some volcanoes, but it's still pleasant. I like it. And I frankly don't think that we should be invaded as much. It's a little unfair. Now, granted, we have committed some possible war crimes, but who can really judge us? I mean, we don't have that many natural resources. It's really just to make sure that we're getting the things that we need. I mean, who could blame us? In regards to the Mines of Moria incident, not our fault. Not our fault at all. All of the dwarves, they simultaneously died. I don't know, might have been a plague. We happened to show up because we were just checking up, going, hey, what's going on over here? So we stop in, knock on the door, it's closed, so then we're like, hey, what's the elven word? And one of my friends, Uthar, he's looking at me going, well, I don't know, maybe they use elven words as passwords. And I'm going, why would dwarves speak Elvish? That doesn't make any sense. So after a few hours, we finally wing it. We do a shot in the dark. Door opens. All dead. I blame the hobbits, the halflings. They are known for being tricksy, as some have said. So I just want to make sure that there's no judgment being placed on us, because we try to do everything within regulation. We were just trying to be good neighbors, and when we showed up, it was just bad. Okay, so another issue in Moria is we showed up. There was a giant fire thing there. Don't entirely know what it was called, but it was made entirely out of fire. And some smoke in it had little terrifying, might have blocked the door. Should we have probably not hung around long enough to encounter it? It's a little bit past time to be pointing fingers, but we would like to just say, not entirely our fault. There's always two sides to every story. But dwarves were not using the gold, so we decided to make the most of the situation. Should we have vacated the premises? Probably. But it was very spacious in there, and who could blame us for just making use of an abandoned home? I mean, you can't really blame us, can you? I mean, nice, cool, because there's a proper flow of air, there's air conditioning in the Mines of Moria just because of the passive wind. It's very nice. You can heat it easy. Mordor, just fire. Just very humid, and it's detrimental to one's skincare. As you can see, my skin is not as smooth as it could be, but oh well. And I hope that you can at least find it in your gaping pits of hearts that you could just try to avoid passing judgment on us, because there's really a lot more creatures that deserve your judgment, like elves. They're pretty much just forest tree people. It's that term. Hold on. Hippies. There we go. They're like hippies. Just living out in the woods, free-spirited, and they also think they're better than everyone. So hippie hipsters. Kind of douchebags. Really think they shouldn't be getting as much praise and adoration as they usually do. Plus, yeah, they dance. They don't even really properly fight. They have to dance around and twirl things like a baton. It's a little sad. And I really wish they would have someone properly train them on combat. Like, for instance, letting your first wave of minions die. It's proper etiquette. You let at least the forward wave die. It's a way of letting the enemy know, hey, I'm here to have a fair fight. Now you let your first half die so that we can make this fun and interesting. But everyone feels the need to just massacre at the start. Well, but then again, I just might be trailing off a little bit too much. So, we're going to go ahead and move on. Well, anyways, just checking in, and I hope that each one of you have been having a good day. So feel free to let me know how your day went in the comments section. Mine, it was outstandingly mediocre, excessively average, and phenomenally subpar. So let me know how you're doing. Leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. You don't have to, unless, of course, you're being magically compelled. Then at that point, you can feel the need to unsubscribe at a later date. Well, tune in next time to Orc Reviews, where we always find the happenings.